Blackstone Publishing presents A Vicarage Christmas, a Holley Sisters of Thornthwaite romance by Kate Hewitt. This book is read by Hannah Curtis. Chapter 1. No one was waiting for her at the train station. Anna Holley knew she shouldn't feel disappointed. She hadn't said what train she'd be able to get from Manchester, only that it would be in the early evening. And the vicarage was a 5-minute walk from the station, so it wasn't as if she needed a lift. Still, she felt it. The self-pitying flicker of disappointment that was so annoying because it was silly. With a sigh, she hitched her backpack higher on her shoulder and started down the platform. An icy wind funneling through the fells cut straight through her parka and scarf, stinging her cheeks and making her eyes water. Welcome to Cumbria. At least it wasn't raining. 4 days before Christmas, and in the starless darkness of an early evening, the village of Thornthwaite was nothing more than shadowy buildings huddled against the darker humps of the fells that cut a jagged line out of the horizon. Anna hadn't been back to Cumbria for 3 years, and she was amazed at how she'd forgotten how the fells made her feel. The way they rose up and surrounded her. Trapped. That was how she felt. The only way out of Thornthwaite was a single-track road that was often clogged with sheep. One had to drive on it for 6 painstaking, winding miles before they hit the A66, and then it was another 20 minutes to Keswick, and they were still pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Still, it was beautiful, if you liked hills and isolation. No one else had got off at Thornthwaite, surprise, surprise, and so Anna walked down the platform alone, turning left over the little stone bridge that spanned St. John's Beck, little more than an ambitious trickle as it wound its way through the village. She then started walking towards St. Andrew's Church, the squat, square Norman tower lit up with Christmas lights at this time of year. For a second, as she paused at the top of the lane that led to the church and the vicarage beyond, homesickness swamped her. A longing not just for the place, but also a time when life had seemed simple and easy, and happiness was a foregone conclusion, instead of something that always seemed to slip out of her grasp. Feeling that way seemed like a very long time ago now, not that anyone else in her family would share her sentiment. As far as Anna could see, everyone else was...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?